Hey, it's been a while, but we're back with we're in September, mid-September vlog of
Evil Giant Robots.
for
Miranda, me.
is you. And you're not feeling well, so we'll go easy on you, but we got a lot of catching up to do. The last time we spoke to you, it was before the San Diego Comic-Con, biggest convention in North America, and I went, and it was very successful. We did get Matt Groening in the sketchbook. I just waited in line.
Yay!
He randomly appears at the bongo booth, and he was just there, when he felt like it, and I waited in line, and he loved the project. He kept saying things like, "Oh, now this is for me, right?" Or, "Oh, which page can I keep?" And he did a great drawing of Bender, which had a lot of charm, but that was a huge score, and we were really excited to get him. I did get Kevin O'Neill, who was there, Eisner winner, League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, martial law. He was just doing a signing. He bought the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen hardcover that they were pushing, and he did a drawing. So he was excited to do it. I got Pia Guerra from Why the Last Man, Eisner winner. She was happy to do one. I got a print from her. Katsuya Terada. I filmed him. You can watch him on the Facebook page actually doing his drawing. So that was a great success. I did go to the SCBWI summer conference. I just showed up Sunday morning, and Peter Brown was there, who's been nominated for the Caldecott many times, and he was just sort of sitting at the bar, and I got one from him, just a bar sketch. But it's great to get him that sort of money in the bank, because I do think he will win the Caldecott Award at some point. And now I got him. And then I went to Boston for the Boston Comic-Con, which, I know the people who run Boston, and they can help me out. I did get Sean Murphy, who won the Eisner earlier this summer, and he was very nice. I got a beautiful one from a Chinese artist. I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, Daxiong, I want to say, Daxiong. He did a beautiful 2-page spread. Mark Textiera did one, which was great. Assad Rybeck, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. And then one of the people who runs the Boston Comic-Con, or works there, Bob Shaw. He knew a bunch of the artists. He just sort of took me around and got a bunch of free sketches. Wonderful opportunity for the project. Came back from Boston, connected with a very amazing Transformers artist who I have a mutual friend with, E.J. Sue. So I mailed sketchbook number 2, the big one, to him, and he has it now, waiting to get it back. Sketchbook number 1, I mailed to a friend who was going to the Baltimore Comic-Con because John Cassaday was there, but he was only at his booth very briefly, and my friend couldn't connect with him. So, hits and misses with the project. That's what makes it exciting. I did get a new sketchbook for the project. There's a sketchbook number 4 now. And we took it to the Ventura Comic-Con.
That'll take forever.
It won't take forever. We'll get it done. But part of the reason that we got Mike Grell and Joe Rubenstein at Ventura Comic-Con and a couple others. So that one's off to a good start. I took that and I mailed it to Menton J. Matthews III. Great artist, and he didn't want. He's going to be at the New York Comic-Con, but he doesn't like to do stuff there. He wanted to do it in a studio, so I mailed it to him, and he's going to bring it to the New York Comic-Con, which is great. One less thing to carry. I am going to take sketchbook number 3. Had a sort of hit and miss. A friend of mine took it to Miranda Studios, where Guy Davis was working, allegedly on Pacific Rim 2, but she couldn't connect with him, so he couldn't do one. So we still need Guy Davis, Eisner winner, 10 Eisner winners left. At the Boston Comic-Con, I tried to get Adam Kubert, but he said no, through a friend. I don't know if that means no forever. I know some people, I know he works with the Hero Initiative, and I do some charity work with them. So we're hoping to, maybe they can hook me up at New York, because I know he's going to be there. So sketchbook number 3, I mailed to my sister, who tried to get David Small last spring, but that didn't happen. She couldn't make it, but she did connect with him this time, and it was great. He was doing 2 appearances in Maplewood, New Jersey. One was at a library, and one was at a book signing, And I had, through his art rep, I had mentioned, the project, and he said he would like to do it. So my sister brought the book to him, and he was ready for it, but he wasn't ready for it to be that awesome. And he wanted to take some time on it. He didn't want to do something quick. So my sister dropped it off and then picked it up on Monday, and he did a great one, didn't he? It was, what was it of?
It was a gingerbread cookie, and
Yeah.
it was eating some humans. It was like the gingerbread man,
Mm-hmm.
and it was eating the people. So now it's like the opposite.
Yeah. It was really nice. And the Caldecott winner number 16. So we're doing really well. The fall is really a good time for children's book people because a lot of books come out and they're there to promote it. Beth Cromes has a book coming out, and she lives in New Hampshire. So whenever that book is released, I'm going to send my mom to a book signing and see if she'll do one. There is a thing after New York Comic Con in the mid of October at the University of Pennsylvania, and Richard Egielski is going to be there. And my friend will take it with him. He'll try and get one from him. At the New York Comic, that's the big one. We got Long Beach next weekend. We'll try and get some people there. There's some good artists, and that's been a convention that's been a big success, with the project. We've gotten lots of great artists there over, 3 years now. We've been getting sketches there. So at the New York Comic Con, you've got, sort of established guests who are going to be at a table, and you can track them down. But there's also guests who are just like doing panels and stuff. So Adam Kubert is going to be back. So I'm going to try and get him there. I don't know if I can. He's a tough one. Frank Quitely is going to be there. He was just announced. He's doing an image panel on Saturday. So if he has a table, I want to track him down. And we really like Frank Quitely's work, don't we? What do you think of it?
We liked All-Star Superman.
Yes. And he also did We 3, which we thought was great.
With all the animals and their cyborgs.
Yeah, but lots of interesting robotic stuff in there, so I'm positive that he can do a good one. I know he knows Chris Burnham.
But he's expensive.
He is expensive, but he's worth it, and he's not in the U.S. much. So this is a rare chance. You only live once, you got to go for it. And also, your buddy, Brad Bird, is going to be there. Now,
oh my gosh! At Long Beach, he's going to be there?
No, he's going to be at New York.
Oh,
at New York. New York Comic Con. He's promoting Tomorrowland. So,
well, what was that? Is that
Tomorrowland's,
Disneyland?
yeah, I think
That's
it's a part
of the amusement park. That's one of the amusement parks. Because remember, it's
attractions.
Separated into a bunch of places.
Well,
there's
it's
like
like
Fantasyland, there's Tomorrowland, there's some other place.
It's a small world.
Yeah, it's a small one. Yeah.
So, but, like there's a movie of Pirates of the Caribbean, there's going to be a movie of Tomorrowland, and he directed it, and he's promoting it at New York Comic Con. I don't know if it's going to be possible to get near him, but you've done a drawing for him in the past. So in the terms of the universe, he owes you a drawing. So I'm going to post a picture. She did a picture of Battle Giant, the sort of the evil version of Iron Giant, in great watercolor. I'm sure if it was explained to him, he'd love to do one. It's just, it's always a question of access. Can you get near him? So, New York Comic Con is going to be a big deal. I'm there for the whole show. So I'm going to try and get a lot of artists because that's sort of the last hurrah of the fall. I mean, that's not fair. Kamikaze's coming up, CTN in November, but a lot of action coming up. And before I mention, sketchbook number 3, we got it back. The last one was David Small. I do want to send it to Japan, a friend in Japan, and have it being finished there. There's only 10 pages left.
That's the base of robots.
Yes.
I mean,
how can we take this project seriously about evil giant robots if part of it is not spent in Japan?
Exactly. Because remember, there's Mazinga Z, Grid Mazinga, Grandizer,
Get a Robo.
Get a Robo.
They all have evil robots.
Oh my God. They all have evil robots and monsters and creatures that they fight.
So we still got a long way to go in the project, but we've gotten a lot accomplished, and there's a lot in the immediate future and a lot in the long future. So more evil giant robots for you. Okay, bye everyone.